Today we will start with a new topic called time. So let's start away. Before we go into detail, let's understand the relationship between different time spans. For example, 1 year equals 12 months. 1 year is also equal to 365 days. Similarly, one leap year equals 366 days. And 1 month equals either 30 or 31, and in the case of February, either 28 or 29 days. 1 week equals 7 days. 1 day equals 24 hours. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Last but not the least, 1 minute equals 60 seconds. Children are required to learn these relationships by heart. Moving forward, let's understand the different facts about clock. Firstly, let's understand about the divisions in a clock. The dial of the clock is divided into 12 equals big divisions from 1 to 12. And the space between every pair of two consecutive numbers is divided into 5 equal divisions, which makes 12 into 5 equals 60 small divisions. Next we have the hands of the clock. There are 3 hands in a clock. The first hand is the hour hand. This is the shorter hand in your clock. The second is your minute hand. This is the longer hand in your clock. Last but not the least, this is your second hand. The second hand is the long thin hand in the clock. Now, let's understand the movements of minute hand. The minute hand goes once round the dial in 1 hour. That is, 1 hour equals 60 minutes. The minute hand moves from one number to the next in 5 minutes. Now, let's understand the facts about the movement of hour hand. The hour hand takes 12 hours to complete one round. That is, 1 day equals 24 hours, which means it takes 2 full rounds of the clock in a day. Now, let's understand how do we read time. Now, please have a look at the given time on your screen. We can express the given time in 2 ways. The first way is 6 hours and 15 minutes, since the hour hand is at 6 and the minute hand is at 3, which means 3 into 5 equals 15 minutes. Therefore, our time is 6 hours 15 minutes. Or we can write it as 15 minutes past 6. Both the ways of reading and writing times are correct. Now, let's understand the different way in which we express our time. There are 2 ways in which we do it. The first is 24-hour clock and the second is 12-hour clock. Now, let's understand who would use a 24-hour clock. 24-hour clock is mostly used in defense forces. You must have studied sometime that tomorrow reporting time is 0600 hours. So, in defense forces, we use 24-hour clock. Similarly, it is also used in railways. You must have heard a line or a phrase like this. Tomorrow's train will depart at 16:30 hours. So, as to avoid any confusion, they use 24-hour clock system, since they don't have to use the concept of AM or PM. Similarly, our new clock is 12-hour clock, which is mostly used in our homes and our houses. Our 12-hour clock uses AM or PM to show time. Now, let's understand what do we mean by AM or PM. When we say the time is in AM, we are referring to the time from 12 midnight to 12 noon. You can learn it or remember it with a simple short trick. Remember, we are sleeping at this time. So therefore, whenever you think about sleeping, from that time to the 12 at noon, the time will be AM. Similarly, our next format is PM. When we say PM, we are referring to the time from 12 noon to 12 midnight. And the trick to remember is that we eat lunch at this time. So, since we eat lunch in noon, that means afternoon, we use the time format PM associated with it. Now, let's understand the concept of noon and midnight. Here, the time is 12 o'clock, but we are not aware whether it is the morning time or the afternoon time. So, it creates a bit of a confusion. So, for that, we use noon or midnight. If it is noon time, that means your afternoon time, then the time is called 12 noon. But if it is midnight, then the time is 12 midnight. Next important point. A day begins at 12 midnight and ends at 12 midnight on the next day. That's all for today's class. I hope you understood the topic. Till we meet next, thank you.